Hello everyone, FM2 here with my first vid discussing competitive Smash. So I decided to go straight into this gravy train and discuss one of the most controversial things in the industry, Brawl Plus. For those of you who don't know, Brawl Plus is a mod of Super Smash Bros. Brawl made with some of the advanced techs of Melee added in, like L canceling, teching, short hopping, and what have you. It also has a 5% speed increase to appease some people who felt that Brawl was too slow. Anyway, there are two major groups who went into making this game. Group A went in thinking, hey, I thought of something cool. Why don't we take this new game and add some of the ATs from Melee? I mean, if we can do texture hacks, why not mods? These guys are okay. All they want to do is simply try out something new with one of their favorite games. Trying out Brawl with Melee ATs is no different than, say, a couple of Half-Life fans trying to try out multiplayer in making Counter-Strike. Then there's Group B. These are the guys who went in with the mindset of, damn it, Sakurai, how dare you change the masterpiece that is Melee? You should have kept it the same with new people instead of making it easier for these noobs. Yeah, them. You know, those people who act like Shaq Fu is a better fighting game and that the series should be reset because of Brawl? Yeah, them. I myself would classify as a Group C. The outsiders who don't know much about the project going into it, as I'm one of the people who has to try it out. Don't worry though, I'm not one of those people who thinks Brawl Plus is Brawl with wave dashing, since it's not even in it. Honestly, I am a competitive Melee player, and I've played very little of Brawl since I don't have a Wii, and I've never played Brawl Plus, since I know no one who has the mod, unfortunately. Sorry. As such, I may make an update video down the road discussing it, so look out for that. However, by studying comments and information I gathered from YouTube, Smashboards, and all as Brawl, I decided to put my 2 cents on it all. First, I'd like to address Group B. Get over it! Yes, Brawl is not the sequel you wanted. Yes, the balance is insane. Yes, there are only like 5 advanced techs. But that's not really enough to go out and say, Shaq Fu is a better fighter than this, or Brawl is worse than E.T. There was this one guy on All is Brawl who actually thought that Brawl was so bad that he made a blog addressing that the series should be reset Tomb Raider style to make it a better series with like 14 characters. I'm totally serious. Sorry, mate, but with Tomb Raider, the series was reset because of lower scoring entries and poor sales. 2 things that Brawl did not have. And don't go and say we should ignore all video game reviews, because that would make us no better than the Sonic fan base, and we all know how most of them are. No offense, Sonic fans. And all you guys saying that they should have kept it the same are missing the point. Repetition is the worst thing to have in a game. One of the negatives in most reviews of Brawl was that there wasn't as much difference between it and Melee, in comparison to the difference between 64 and Melee. Can you imagine what it would have been like if it was exactly the same? It would have been panned, and maybe, keyword maybe, a game so bad that only the hardest of hardcore fans would play it and pretend that it's good, like what most Sonic fans do with 06 or Sonic Genesis for GBA. Oh, sorry again. And even if it was the same, it would hurt the Smash community more than help it. Sakurai stated that the reason why Smash Bros. Is arguably the fastest growing community, in fighting games anyway, is because it's never the same game twice. It always is something different every time you play it. The series always changes to survive, and if you don't like it, well, that's you. I'm not saying that you can't hate Brawl. One of my buds on Smashboards hates Brawl with a holy vengeance. And it's okay for him to, but you guys have to stop pretending that Brawl is like not a Smash Brothers game. The game's name is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Get over it. That's end of story. That's the name. Now, Group A. You guys set out to create Brawl with the competitive aspects of Melee, importing old ATs, mixing them with new ones, and returning old features like Ganon's old Wizard Foot or Jigglypuff's old Rest Attack. This stuff is okay. No problems there. But there is one major issue I disagree with, which I know of, because like I said, I haven't played yet, which is the neutralization of stages. For those of you who don't know what I'm on about, in Brawl Plus, some of the stages, like WarioWare or Luigi's Mansion, had features removed to make them neutral stages. As if that wasn't crazy enough, they even neutralized neutral stages. Pokemon Stadium got neutralized to the point where it no longer changes and it's always the same two platforms for the entire match. What the hell, guys? If you guys are taking counterpicks and ban levels and turning them into neutrals, then why don't you guys say delete all items or lock them all? And if you guys keep them on to comply with competitive item play, then why don't you lock all banned items? Now, this is only assuming that items are still even available in Brawl Plus, because for all I know, they could have been locked. I haven't played it yet. So this is like just a hypothesis. Our hypothesis is fun. Now, you guys might say, we keep them on to play for fun. But that answer kind of contradicts itself. In so many ways, it's kind of sad. For one, if the items are kept on for fun play, then how come the stages aren't kept the same for fun play? I mean, if you take away one thing but keep another thing that's similar, all you do is just generate controversy. Remember how everyone went off in Melee about Green Greens being a counterpick when certain banned stages had more legal rights than it did? Keep this up and we'll get part 2 of that. And secondly, Brawl Plus is designed to be a more competitive version of Brawl, so keeping items on for the fun of it detracts from the point of making the mod in the first place. I'm not saying you can't have fun with a competitive game, but it has to be kept in the same sense of competitive play that Brawl has, so at the very least, only legal items should be on. Lastly, and also, there's just one thing about Brawl Plus that always bugged me. Brawl Plus was designed to be a competitive Brawl with L canceling and similar elements that were removed like when Brawl was made. My question is this: if Smash Bros. 4 comes out, and the same competitive elements and if Smash 4 comes out, and these same things are not in it, excuse me about that little mess up, does that mean you guys are going to make a Smash 4 Plus with the same competitive elements just because it's not in the game? Or how about this? Let's jump to about, say, 15 years from now. There's a Smash Bros. 5 or a Smash Bros. 6, and they still don't have the ATs of Melee. Does that mean that someone is going to make a mod to add stuff from a game that came out 26 years ago? The slogan of Brawl Plus is "Screw that, I want fun, speed, activate." The key word here, and the only notable word in that slogan, is fun. Brawl Plus is a fun project, nothing more. Not some long-lost copy of Smash discovered by fans. Not the game Brawl should have been. Brawl is what Brawl should have been, like it or not. It's merely a mod, designed with competitive elements to please most fans. Note most. So guys, stop acting like Brawl Plus is the future of Smash Brothers, and that if you don't play it, you're not a Smash Brothers fan. Its purpose is to entertain, not to rule. That's all I have to say for now about the subject. Like I said, I'll probably address more on it later whenever I do get around to playing Brawl Plus. Although that might not be for a long time, so don't expect that. If you have anything else to say, just leave comments on this video or contact me on my Smashboards or AIB profile. My name is Lord Vadi on those sites. That's all for now. This is FoffleMark2, signing out.